Welcome to the Bud International Circuit for round 3 of the 2013 JK Tyre Racing Championship. The championship features 3 very exciting race series: the JK Racing India Series, the VW Polo R Cup and the Formula 4 LGB Series. At this round we will also see the Media Invitational races in the Volkswagen Polo Media Cup. The 5.14 kilometre long Herman Tilt designed circuit sets the tone nicely for this jam-packed, action-filled race weekend. We begin this 5th episode with the JK Racing India Series. The last 3 races were won by Vishnu Prasad when the series visited Kari Motor Speedway in Coimbatore. Prasad made the win seem effortless despite the tough battles he had with Shitesh Mandodi, Arjun Maini and Karminder Singh. As a junior series with new Formula drivers, let's see how a couple of the young drivers feel they are progressing in the series so far.
My name is Arjun Maini, I'm 15 years old, I'm from Bangalore and I'm racing in the JK Racing India Series. My ambition is to reach Formula 1 and I'm going to work as hard as I can and make sure that I reach it. After the first 2 rounds of the season, I'm getting better and better each time I'm getting in the car. So keep an eye out for me because I'm going to go for a win.
Hi, my name is Akhil Rabindra. I'm racing for JK Racing India Series. The first 2 rounds were in Coimbatore, that was in Tamil Nadu. I came 2nd and 3rd in the weekends. I feel good. I'm running 4th in the championship. I think I can make it to the top 2, top 3. So the tyres are good, the car is good, the cars are equal. I think I can do well.
The JK Racing India Series is progressing nicely, with some very talented drivers being chosen to race in a professionally run series. Now let's head over to the track to see these youngsters at work. It looks like quite a lot of fun. This is a technical circuit with 16 turns combining high-speed straights with elevation and plenty of runoff area, providing opportunities to overtake and yet still remain forgiving. Definitely a driver favourite, and of course the home of the Indian Formula 1 Grand Prix, the Bud International Circuit. And now here we are on the grid for the start of race 1 of round 3 of the JK Racing India Series here at the Bud International Circuit. Mahavir Ranganathan on pole position with Arjun Mani alongside him in 2nd and Vishnu Prasad starting out at P3. This 10-lap is about to get going, 5 red lights. Let's go racing at the Bud International Circuit. Ranganathan gets out into the lead ahead of Mani and Prasad on the drag race into turn 1. And Ranganathan takes it wide, cuts in nice and close, and the full field gets through nice and cleanly, rounded off by car 11. Ranganathan getting a great gap after the start there, and off onto his opening lap. Maini in behind, Prasad close as well. We're riding with Abhay Bafna now, heading towards the top end of the circuit. Akhil Rabindra gets it all wrong. Oh, and he spun on cold tyres, that's what's happened there. Applied a bit of power on cold rear tyres and around it's gone, but he's back into the race as everybody looks on. But it's Ranganathan at the front and Maini now getting closer. So is Prasad as the battle continues to warm up. They're the top 3. In 4th, Kumar, Bafna and Mahadik down to 6th. Ranganathan's showing some really good pace here in car 5 out in the front. Mandodi, Singh and Mohita making positions down to 8. And Maini ever closer. The 15-year-old starting to launch his attack on race leader Ranganathan. Very, very close now, drafting him down the main straight. Let's see what sort of defensive tactics are involved here. Ranganathan moves right over to the left, to the right of the circuit, I should say. Amani has a look down the inside, but decides it's better to stay into 2nd, have a go for another opportunity. Absolutely nothing in it between these top 2 drivers, Ranganathan and Maini. Maini has a look around the outside that time around on this magnificent Bud International Circuit. How wide and forgiving it is. Awesome circuit for these drivers to learn their race skills, but also to attempt overtaking manoeuvres, as we're seeing right now. Maini goes to the outside, now he swaps over to the inside, and he gets it done. He's in the lead of the race, the 15-year-old from Bangalore in car 16. Now we're riding with Vishnu Prasad. This is his view of the action in front. Maini taking the lead. Ranganathan now in 2nd, and a long way back to Prasad. They're in 3rd. Who will slowly make up some ground by the remainder of this race, but it's Maini leading. Ranganathan 2nd and Prasad in 3rd position. The top 3 moving ahead of the rest of the field significantly now. What a drive from Marnie. Have a look at how tight he is, grabbing the apex of the corner perfectly. Very, very smooth driving is the key to going fast in these open wheelers. And the 15-year-old's out in front doing the business right now. That's Marnie, Ranganathan and Prasad getting really close now and challenging for second position. That's car number 1. Nihatuari, the Chief Press Officer for the JK Tyre Racing Championship, having a look on to the action. Lots of journalists at this event, more on that later. Kaminda Singh we're looking at now. He's having a great race moving up through the field, up into 5th at the moment. Mahadik and Bafna, 6th and 7th. But keep your eye on him because he's charging through the field. He's been impressive in the last couple of rounds. So Marnie, Ranganathan and Prasad still our top 3. Marnie getting a bit of a gap now as he really unleashes the power of his JK Racing India Series car. Riding with Prasad now. This is a drafting manoeuvre. Ranganathan in front. He gets alongside. He's going to make this work. He brakes nice and smoothly into the hairpin corner. And he's made it up into second place. Good drive there from Prasad, showing how it's done. Marnie now has got a huge gap out in front. Hasn't he been absolutely superb at this round? And he's coming to greet the checkered flag. The 15-year-old from Bangalore's done it. His first win in the JK Racing India Series. Arjun Mani, fantastic drive for him. Vishnu Prasad into second. Antonio Ferrari claps on, as does Sanjay Sharma, the head of motorsport for JK Tyre. What a race. Superb action indeed from these JK Racing India Series open wheelers. And as we see the victory there going to Mani, 3 seconds clear of Vishnu Prasad. Commander Singh from 5th up into 3rd from New Delhi there. This is his home race. Mahadik Bafna, Ravindra Gowada and Ranganathan ended up down in 8th at the end of that race. And the podium presentations now. Little kiss of the trophy, always a good way to do it. So that was Kaminder Singh celebrating his podium finish. Vishnu Prasad now getting presented with his trophy. And to our very, very popular winner, the youngster Arjun Mani. Fantastic result. I think he could get used to this. Looking very, very happy indeed on the podium.
It feels really good because I've been looking for this win the whole season and it's finally come.
Very, very happy young man there, celebrating his first win of the JK Racing India Series. Congratulations to Arjun Mani. Now onto a special racing category, one created for the media by Volkswagen. It's VW's way of showing the media their appreciation for the endless support they have received so far. And it's also a way to let the journalists have a little opportunity and a lot of fun while getting to experience motor racing firsthand. Before the media guys got into the cars to race, there was a 3-day intensive training program catered to train these soon-to-be racers before putting them all out on the circuit using the VW Polo R and the VW Vento cars. Let's hear from a couple of the journalists experiencing the series.
It is a very good idea because most of the journalists, they write about the sport but they don't have a first-hand experience of sitting in a proper race car on a proper race track and doing proper races. So it's a very unique experience.
I've been covering motorsports for a lot of years now, but this is a totally different ball game. Getting inside the car, understanding how it works, following all the rules of motorsport, ensuring that all things go well. So a lot to learn while being inside the car, and really, really feeling good about this happening to me.
I think because what happens is when we're constantly behind the pit lane, there is only so much we can analyze and watch and understand. Once you get behind the car, your understanding of the track improves tenfold. So now every time those who have had this experience, who will be watching even say an F1 race, it'll help with the analysis of each racer's movement.
It looks like great fun for the drivers and there's more action to come. Here's Prithviraj Sridhapa, the head of VW Motorsport for India, and the Media Cup drivers. This is an inaugural Media Cup race here at the Bud International Circuit. Amir Dandikar takes the pole position from Ashish Jha starting alongside him in second, and Alan de Cruz starting out of third. Thumbs up, ladies waving to the crowd. Nice crowd here in attendance, and we're ready to go racing for this Media Cup race. Sanjay Sharma, head of motorsport for JK Tyre, looking on. Let's see how they go. Dandikar gets off to a good start, but it's a stall for Darbar, Cyrus Darbar in car 15. Doesn't get off the line well at all, but the 3 days of intensive training done by the journalists sees them all get around without any problem at all, and Darbar is back into the race as well. But it's Dandikar out in front, doing it well with Jha in second and Verma in third. That's car 16, Verma in third at the moment. The black car of Dandikar out in front, very, very wide in that turn there. but certainly holding on to the pace very, very well indeed, already establishing a gap first and second from the rest of the field. Interesting to know which drivers, which journalists adapted to the cars quicker. Car 5, Makechi, we're looking at now, and the Reliance VW Vento. The crowd looking on, seeing how these journalists are taking to the track, aside from getting away from the laptops and the media centres and into high-quality VW racing cars here at a Formula One standard track. Car 12 getting it wide into turn 1. Also getting it a bit offline, but back onto the track, no dramas whatsoever. Dandika, Jar and Vermar, the top 3, car 10, 18 and 16. 16 going very wide, Vermar there, almost losing a position. And Darbar recovering from his stall at the start, remain in 4th position from Dewan and Basra, making up the top 6. So Dandika we're looking at now in car 17, he's doing it right. And synchronised spinning here. That's Vermar and Dewan getting it all wrong. They're getting back onto the track at the same time as well. But the win goes to, from pole to checkered flag, side by side on the track. He's even showing off like a journo would. Amaya Dandikar takes the win. The inaugural win in the Media Cup here for Volkswagen at the Bud International Circuit. Great drive indeed. So here we are, the podium presentation. In third, Sukhwant Basra. In second, Ashish Jha. And in first place, Amir Dandikar taking his massive trophy there. What a result. What a fantastic concept.
It feels great to be on the top of the podium. This is my first time on the podium and this feels like I'm in F1 and thanks to VW for giving me this experience and thank you so much.
What a successful first race for the media. Round 3 of the JK Tyre Racing Championship. A very happy driver and a great, successful and fun race for all of the journalists. Well, that's it. Wave hello to the viewers, girls. We'll be back very, very soon with the VW Polo R Cup.